Well, hello, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. I know everybody's like, Thanksgiving, you guys are here? Hey, we just, it's every day of the week. We want to make sure that we're here every time we say we're going to be here.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks for jumping in real quick. I know I got turkey on the Traeger, so I only have a short period of time.
Okay. Well, I was going to make it real quick.
All right. Done. All right. Have it. Bye. I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
People are always curious, like, hey, is this a good time to sell my house, or, buyers to buy, right?
Right.
And I always say that you're going to find your most serious buyers during the holidays, right?
Yeah.
People who
and sellers.
Yeah, and sellers, right? Because people have to move. If you got a job transfer out of state, you're selling your house.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to say, well, let me wait to the first of the year or wait till spring, right? Like there's this misconception that houses only get sold, April through September, and then nothing happens. And it's just not the case. So for anybody who's thinking like, if you're on the fence and you want to sell your house right now, it's a good time. Is anyone going to look at it on Christmas Day or on Thanksgiving? No.
But they will the day after.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
And the 7 best days to buy a home out of the 10 best days are 7 are in December, and one is the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
That's like the best day. Did you know that? Do you get a contract? I'll get that thing in next week.
I'm gonna say I've had a couple closings like a few days before Christmas.
No, where you get into contract
the day after,
the day after Christmas. Yeah.
No kidding. Huh?
Yeah. Because if you're think about it, if your house is on the market, then you want to get out of it because you're trying, like you said, you got to move, got to do certain things. That is the best. You're going to take that offer.
Yeah.
And right now, people, everybody's like, I heard I think I said it last week, but people are like, we're telling our clients to write an offer for 15% under asking. I'm like, where the heck are you at? Because that ain't happening here.
15 under, come on.
Yeah, that's like, on a $500,000 house, that's a $75,000. Yeah, I can do numbers somewhat quick.
Yeah.
And I know I'm just like, that was on like one of the business channels where the guy's talking about how house values are going to go down. Well, you're probably talking in Las Vegas where they built a lot of homes, and you're talking about Idaho and maybe Texas and the Carolinas and some of those places.
Yeah, I was going to say that should be a show on how to not get your offer accepted, right?
Well, they're probably dealing with $250,000 houses, so that's not that much.
Big numbers.
Yeah, that's probably $30,000 they're writing under, but 75 people are like going to yell at you and get out of here, because most people, the agents around here, the good ones, are writing it for what the value is.
Yeah,
and as a starting point, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm shocked at certain houses and its location. If you have a good house in a good location, it's going to go, right?
Exactly. Right. Gosh, we beat a dead horse with intelligent pricing, right? But listening to your agent and pricing it right. Because sure. I mean, you can list your house even in the peak selling season, right? Like what people think of, like when, people are transferring schools and stuff like that. Right. If it's overpriced, no one's going to look at it.
No.
And if you haven't had 10 showings in the first week, you're overpriced.
Yeah, the peak system used to be like a horseshoe, and you'd had June and July right at the top of the horseshoe, and then you get down the middle. That's how that used to be. Now people sell their houses all the time, right? Yeah. And a lot of times people don't stay in the same school district, and they get transfers now.
Yeah,
right. Because that's what we did when we moved from the other office, Snyder, back to our house on Brady. Is our kids were still going to Gregorian. It's like they just entered district transfer and just stayed.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and a lot of things have changed. Well, first of all, California, we pretty much have good weather year round, right? Just throw on a jacket, so you're not fighting
this
snow.
Week we're going to be like 70 today, supposedly.
Yeah.
Today we're supposed to be like 70,
which is nice because it's been kind of exceptionally cold for this time of year.
Right, but I mean, it's like not going to be overcast. Usually it's overcast, right, and cold, like you said,
and rainy,
and gets worse. But I mean, I'm like, it's November, 70. Yeah, that's all that snow's gone at my cabin now.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, but also, everyone shops online, right? So
they do.
But have you heard of the internet?
Oh yeah, I heard. Well, I know everybody starts looking online, and they start finding people online. I can tell you I started this new thing, and I'm slammed with people calling me wanting to know more about how to buy a house right now. Yeah. So starting next year, it's going to be incredible, because rate's going to go down. Now everybody's going to be fighting over homes, and then you're not going to get into a house.
Yeah,
that was sarcasm, by the way.
But I mean, for sellers and buyers, we're still looking at a strong market as we go into the holiday season. So
Yeah, and people don't realize that it's not what people are saying. We're going to be shocked in 2024. It's going to be worse than we were in 21. So in 23, it's going to be, some people are saying from in the middle of the year to the end of the year, it's going to be like 21, but then 24 is going to be worse because there's not going to be any houses.
Yeah. Just because
they
construction
didn't
slowed down.
Yeah, well, they stopped building.
Yeah.
I know builders right now sitting on 96 lots or 93 lots, and they only sold 3 of them because they didn't want to have a bunch of houses sitting there.
Well, I tell you, I have a client that they were looking at new construction, and it's one of the first times in the last couple of years that I've heard them say they'll pay a buyer's agent commission.
Just walk in with them and write it, sign the book with them.
Yeah.
They're all going to do that for a while. Yeah, all of them are doing it. So we're trying to work a deal through the radio show with a couple places to send people out to them, and they get a good deal.
Yeah.
If they say stuff that they came from the radio show.
Awesome.
I'll keep you posted on that one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're going to keep it short, man.
Yep,
So
it's Thanksgiving. I got to get back to my turkey before because it takes a few hours, but all I ever do is trigger my turkey. It's so much better.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. Well, someone has to do it. What do you do? Deep fry it?
No, I've had that one time, man. That was when I was in the Navy, and it was the best turkey I ever had. And I've never, well, I never cooked Thanksgiving. It's my mother-in-law that cooks it. So
I'm sorry.
They're good cooks.
No, my wife never enjoyed Thanksgiving as a kid. I said this the other day about how my mom would, bury everything under the rug, and then on Thanksgiving we'd all trip over it, and it wasn't always a nice thing. So we try to make it. So I started cooking the turkey. She does the mashed potatoes, the other stuff, which is not that, takes her like 10 minutes, takes me 3 hours plus 8 hours of brining, and then the night before. And
yeah, I'm gonna say, there's 1 year. I can't remember what year it was, but we did kind of like untraditional. I think we did like Mexican food and pizza.
Yeah, we've done that too. We've had everything.
Oh, and Italian food, right? Because like my other mother-in-law's, so
whatever works for you. I don't care.
We had raviolis and stuffed manicotti.
Yeah, whatever works. I mean, it doesn't have to be turkey. But
getting together, right?
Yeah, that's right, and not fighting. So don't talk politics, religion, child rearing, and money.
Just say hi and bye.
Just talk about everything else.
What's left to talk about?
Football, soccer, World Cup. Want to keep going?
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff to talk about. It's just everybody has opinions, and people get their feelings hurt when they talk about those things.
Yeah.
And then just make it a great day. Enjoy your family. And Bobby, thanks for running in here real quick to do this. And I want to thank you all for watching. And if you like what we do here, like we always say, just subscribe and let us know.
Thanks so much, Ed.
All right. Make it a great day, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody.